Some mornings ask for a destination. Others simply ask you to open the door. I made a cup of coffee, stood by the window for a while, and watched the neighborhood wake up. A delivery truck rumbled past, someone hurried to catch a bus, and somewhere nearby, a dog was already convinced the day had begun hours ago. I didn't have a plan. Not really. I've learned that when every hour is carefully arranged, there's hardly any room left for surprises. And the smallest surprises are often the ones that stay with you the longest. So I picked up my bag, locked the door behind me, and started walking. I wasn't searching for a story. I was just hoping to notice one before the day was over. The first place I found myself was a small neighborhood plant nursery.
He came in on a Tuesday with dirt on his sneakers. Said, I need something small I won't kill in a week. I set a little pot down by the jade and the spider. He read all the tags twice like they were a map to keep. I said, give it light and a drink on Sunday. He nodded like homework, then chose the one by the window. He held it like glass in both of his hands, then asked one more question like he hadn't planned. One more plant, just one more plant. He says it every time with that hopeful glance. One more plant, and I start to laugh. His little apartment keeps growing, plant by plant. Next week he came back with a folded receipt. Said that one's doing fine, but my shelf looks lonely. I showed him a fern with the soft green frills. He said, is it hard to keep? I said, only if you forget it's alive. He bought a tall pot and a thing with silver leaves, then stood at the counter like he'd thought of leaving. He asked about drainage and the brightest spot. I pointed to the skylight and my face got hot. One more plant, just one more plant. He says it every time with that hopeful glance. One more plant, and I start to laugh. His little apartment keeps growing, plant by plant. By the third visit, he knew where I kept the misting spray and the tiny plant clips. He'd walk in slow with that same easy grin, say, I just need one more, then point at the shelf again. Now there's a jungle by his blue front door, a moon-shaped leaf on the windowsill floor, and he still asks me about watering days, but he's not looking at the tags when he says my name. I think he knows, I think he knows. He keeps finding reasons to come and go. I think he knows, I know. Some things just grow, the slower they go. One more plant, just one more plant. He says it every time with that hopeful glance. One more plant. tonight.
I left the nursery, and somehow the smell of fresh soil stayed with me. By now, the streets had come alive. A bicycle rolled past. Someone stepped out of the bakery carrying a paper bag. Across the street, a cafe door opened, and for a moment the smell of fresh coffee drifted across the sidewalk. That seemed like a good enough reason to cross the street. Inside, only a few tables were occupied. Most of them were empty. One caught my attention. A small metal stand on the table read, "Table 7." I couldn't hear what they were saying. I didn't know if they had only just met, or if they'd known each other for years. So I found a quiet table of my own, ordered a coffee, and simply watched.
At table 7, every Tuesday, same sugar jar, same bent back spoon. Nina reads the menu like a weather report, and Dave stirs tea way past noon. The baker with the blue raincoat counts the napkins, then counts them twice. And Mrs. Bell with her paper crown says that one looks like he gambles at night. They all lean in with their private little facts, a secret life they're sure the others lack. Oh, table 7, everybody's guessing wrong. Oh, table 7, we're all a little strange, and all along the funniest parts are the parts they missed. Table 7, look at this. Sad or waiting, she runs a costume swap for the school. Those sharp black shoes and that polite white smile came from a rabbit, a queen, and a mule. Dave, the tea stirrer, teaches tango in the Rick room after 5. He blushes when the sugar packet pops, like he's been caught staying alive. The baker, she fixes radios with a chopstick and a tiny lamp. And Mrs. Bell is a chess champion who keeps a ferret in her handbag, ma'am. They all sit up like the answers in the air, but every small guess turns into a little dare. Oh, table 7, everybody's guessing wrong. Oh, table 7, we're all a little strange, and all along the funniest parts are the parts they missed. Table 7, look at this. The banker in the corner owns a goat with a second name. The quiet man with the crossword won a prize for making paper planes. And me, I just pour the water and keep the spoons in rows. I write their lives in tiny margins and laugh when the real one grows. Oh, table 7, everybody's guessing wrong. Oh, table 7, we're all a little strange, and all along the bravest parts are the parts we share. Table 7, we're already there. Same Tuesday, same small table, same warm light on every face. They came in as a puzzle, and left as a lovely laughing place.
When I left the cafe, I wasn't really thinking about anything. Just walking home the long way, the kind that lets the day decide where you'll end up. The supermarket was only a few doors away. The automatic doors kept opening and closing. People came out carrying bags, checking receipts, looking for their keys before they reached the parking lot. Someone returned a shopping cart. Someone else stopped to let an elderly woman pass before walking in. Then I remembered there was one thing I needed. Funny how often we walk in for one thing. Then we notice the flowers by the entrance, or the smell of fresh bread, or something we haven't bought in a long time. We stop for a moment, reach for one more item, then another. By the time we reach the checkout, the basket has quietly filled itself. Somehow, there's always one more thing.
I walked in for one small thing, easy, quick, in and out. Then the flower stand caught my eye, and I had to stop and look around. Tulips in a paper sleeve, like they knew my name somehow. I said, okay, just one small thing. Then I picked 3 colors out. Past the bread and jam, I start to drift again. One shelf says, take me home, and I always let it win. Just one more thing, just one more thing. Put it in the basket, let it sing. Just one more thing, just one more thing. I came for one, I found a few. Now look at me. Coffee beans and shiny rows smelled like a morning I could keep. Pasta shapes in little boxes, little shells and spirals made me weak. Then the chocolate on the end cap, and the cookies stacked in 2s. A candle with a lemon name, and a tin of fruit I might use. Past the eggs and rice, I hear my trolley hum. Every tiny maybe turns into one more run. Just one more thing, just one more thing. Put it in the basket, let it sing. Just one more thing, just one more thing. I came for one, I found a few. Now look at me. A funny little kitchen tool that folds a lime in half. A loaf of seeded something and a bunch of grapes for the path home fast. My basket got a little crowded, but it all made perfect sense. A box of tea, a jar of sauce, and a notepad for as soon as. At the checkout line, I laughed at my own plan. One neat little errand gone sideways in my hand. Paper bags on the seat, keys in the bowl by the door. I set it all down, proud of me, then stared at the list once more. Just one more thing, just one more thing. Put it in the basket, let it sing. Just one more thing, just one more thing. I came for one, I found a few. Now look at me. Back home with flowers on the sill, coffee on the shelf, cookies, candles, pasta too. I smiled to myself. Then I checked the counter, and I had to laugh in defeat. I bought the whole store, more or less, and forgot the one thing I came for.
By early evening, the light had changed. The air felt softer than it had a few hours before, and more people were outside, walking without much hurry. It felt like the right time to wander for a while. I kept walking without thinking too much about where I was going. That's often when I notice the things I would have missed in a hurry. A little farther along the street, in front of a small house, a grandfather and his granddaughter were gathering fallen maple leaves. They weren't trying to clear the yard. Every few moments, they stopped to look at a leaf before adding it to a small pile. The girl held up one bright red leaf with both hands. Her grandfather smiled, as though he understood exactly why that one mattered. It made me wonder if the memories we keep aren't always the biggest ones. Sometimes they begin with nothing more than an ordinary afternoon and a single leaf.
The maple drops curls on the porch. He brushes them with his hand. She skips a bug across the walk. Grandpa, did it land? They sweep the maple curls together into the blue pail by the step. One hand then the other, and the last curls slide into the blue pail. She points at the hose by the garage and the mower with the bent up wheel. Says, can it reach the roof? He says, not today, but close enough. And laughs like, that's the deal. They sweep the maple curls together into the blue pail by the step. One hand then the other, and the last curls slide into the blue pail. Tell me the blue bike story again, the one with the wobbly wheel, she says. Did you really ride it all the way home? Did you fall or just get wet? They sweep the maple curls together into the blue pail by the step. One hand then the other, and the last curls slide into the blue pail.
By the time the sun began to sink, the streets had turned the color of old photographs. The shops were quieter now, and the day's little errands had slowly given way to evening. I wandered without any plan, following streets I hadn't meant to take. That's often how the places worth remembering seem to appear. At the end of one narrow block, a small library stood with its door still open. The lights inside were warm against the fading sky. Through the front window, I could see shelves that had probably watched thousands of people come and go. There was nothing unusual about it. Still, something made me slow down before I walked past. Sometimes a place isn't waiting for everyone. Sometimes it's only waiting for the person who arrives at exactly the right moment.
The sign came down at noon, dust in the window light, a box by the front desk, and a quiet, careful white. The maple chair was empty, the clock ticked slow and kind. One old book stayed upright, like it had lost its mind. People came through looking for maps, for trains, for time. A man with wet umbrellas, a girl with chalk on her sleeve. They asked the same old question, then moved along outside. But that one book stayed waiting in the space between the shelves. Some stories wait, some stories wait for the right hands home. Some stories stay, some stories stay till a small heart knows. A mother checked the returns, a teacher traced the list, a boy held 3 thin paperbacks and let them slide and twist. The janitor stacked the chairs, a postcard fell and spun. The book sat near the fiction sign where the afternoon light hung. One by one they passed it without a second glance, its cover worn and folded, its spine a little bent. The room grew softer, smaller, with every empty hand. Still by the back window, the page edges held their breath. Some stories wait, some stories wait for the right hands home. Some stories stay, some stories stay till a small heart knows. Near closing time, a child came in with rain on her red coat. She looked up at the shelves like she knew where quiet goes. She found the last old book there and brushed the dust away, then tucked it to her sweater like it had found the day. The bell gave one small ring, the lights were turned down low. The street was just a shimmer on the glass and on the snow. The door latched with a whisper, the empty shelf stood near, and in the child's small arm a whole soft world appeared. Some stories wait, some stories wait for the right hands home. Some stories stay, some stories stay till a small heart knows. Some stories wait, some stories wait, and then they go along with a little smile and a borrowed light into the evening home.